Hello and welcome to the Saga of Yacky, a short campaign using Duck's Britanniarum Dark Ages rules. And here he is, our hero of the story, Lord Yacky. He's across the border now to raid the Mercians, and he's after some sheep. Well, funny old thing, that's because he's Welsh. And here's the warband he's leading, Yacky out front and centre, two nobles, Bryn and Gwyn, and Boyo, who's the champion. The warband consists of one group of elites, two groups of warriors, three groups of levy, and one group of slingers as the missiles. The Anglians across the border in Mercia, although I'll probably be calling them Saxons due to the cards, are led by Lord Selby. He has two nobles, Honour and Offer, and his champion is Chubba. This warband consists of two groups of Hearthguard, three groups of warriors, and one group of missiles, which are archers. Here's the terrain for the scenario. There's high ground on the right with a stream running down into the valley to the left as we look. That river will be a medium obstacle, along with the boggy patches, and the rough ground is a minor obstacle. The Welsh raiding party will be entering the table from the left here and have to move up the valley to the high ground on the right, with at least two bases of livestock. Lord Selby and his gang will be entering the table from here and trying to stop them. A quick look at the cards. The Welsh have Hero of the Age, Shield Wall Braced and Rally, and also two Desperares. I'll be trying to swap them out early. And the Saxons will have Aggressive Charge, Goad, Bounding Move, Shield Wall Braced and Carpe Diem. Force morale for the Welsh is 6 and for the Saxons is 7. Right, let's get it on. So here's Yacky and his gang. They've got a couple of spare moves and got this far onto the table. He's out front with his elites. Behind him is Gwyn with a couple of groups of levy, some archers to the left as we look. And looky here, they've picked up some pigs, not some sheep. That's probably why their force morale isn't so high. Behind them, bringing up the rear with the beer and the gear, is a couple of groups of warriors with Bryn. One group of levy will be escorting the livestock. And the Saxons are on the table already. Lord Selby leading his Hearthguard here, some bows, and we've got Offer with one group of warriors. And it's bad news for the Welsh as Lord Selby is up first. Selby needs to get his Hearthguard up as quickly as he can. He's got the rough ground to go through, so that is -1 pip per dice. Go 7. And the other group can go around that, they go 9. He's also just swapped out a goad card for the step 4th. Next one up is Saxon Leader 1. Away they go. 11. Up to the stream. Saxon Leader 2. Who shuffled these? He'll come on behind Selby. He's Honour. I won't bother rolling the other ones, they'll tuck up behind there. Here we go, Yacky. Now I think he will probably want to form some sort of defensive line here so the livestock can get through. So he will tell this group and this group behind to move up with his elites. We go 13. That's up to the river. They've got overexcited too early. Next group. 10. And the rear group there. 11. And of course these are levy, so they can't actually form a shield wall with them. Oh dear, Yacky, learn your tactics, mate. Saxon missiles. They'll come through the trees here. 13. We're up to the river. British missiles. So the slingers here will just turn and have a pop at those warriors. Short range in the open, hitting on 4, 5, 6, 4 dice. 2 hits. 1 kill. Is that on the noble? Oh, it is. Wounded already. Down to level 1. Bad things happen. 6. Well, that's just a -1, but the Saxons are now on 6 force morale. British Leader 1, that is Bryn. Well, he's behind the livestock, so he's going to come over here. Front group will go 15, which gets them up to the river. They've told the second group to follow on behind. 11. So the Welsh here have swarmed over to that stream to block off the Saxons coming across. And final card is leader 2, which is Gwyn, and he's already moved with his levy. Right, pigs. 2d6. 7. End of turn. First card up is British missiles, slingers. Well, they're obscured now by these warriors against the Saxons, so they'll have to go for these chaps here. 4 dice, hitting on 4s. 1 hit. 5 shock, 6 kill. 1 shock. Saxon leader 1, that is Offa. So here he is. Although he's wounded, Offa is going to go for it. He'll play aggressive charge. It's -2 pips per dice crossing that river. Oh, just enough, I think, 3 inches. They're in. 7 dice for the Saxons, hitting on 3s. Crunchy 5. 8 for the Welsh, hitting on 4s. Also a crunchy 5. Now, warriors, 3-4 shock, 5-6 kill. That's cocky. Yo. Right, 3 shock, 1 kill. Here's the kill on Bryn. No. Baldy's got it. 3-4 shock, 5-6 kill, so that is 2 kill. Now this could be dodgy for old Offa, but he's all right. So 2 of those warriors get it. So win by 1 for the Welsh, but there's no excess shock, so we go again. Both sides hitting on 4s. Shocking effort by the Saxons, but 3 hits coming back. 2 shock. And that's the end of combat for now. Selby is up. Right, it's quite simple then. He'll move this lot up here. I'm not going to bother rolling for that. And they will join up as a formation. And that is it. Saxon missiles. Well, similar to the Welsh, they will also take on the missiles. Hitting on 4s. Pathetic. Honour. Well, of course, he's got a right kerfuffle now getting through these trees because Selby has blocked the way. So it's going to be -2 pip per dice moving that way. Well, they go up to the edge of them. And the other group are stuck behind. They could probably go around to the right, actually. And they'll get in there. British leader 1, that is Bryn. And so we reignite the combat. So here we go. Blood streaming downstream. We're on again. Advantage with the Welsh, hitting on 4s. So 3 hits, 3-4 shock, 5-6 kill, another kill. Is it on offer? No. Matey at the back's gone. And coming back on the Welsh. Nout. No excess shock, second round. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits on the Saxons. 2 more shock. Now they're on excess. But it's a kill coming back on them. Is that on Bryn? No. So matey at the back gets it. So it's a win to the Saxons, but they don't have excess shock, so the Welsh stay there. But these chaps have to retire because they do have excess shock. And they'll go back 2 inches. And because they didn't win, they will stay there. End of combat. Gwyn is up now with the levy. Now, because the levy can't join shield wall with the elites, I think these chaps here will come over here. Oh dear. Which they don't really do. And that's about it really. I want to get them joined up as a formation. I don't think they're close enough to do that. They need to be over here. The levy are useless. And final card is Yacky himself. So it's decision time now. He's got some good cards. Does he actually charge across the river here? Outnumbered, but he's got some good cards. Or I think it's sensible to wait for them to come across and get a point of shock on them. So I think he's going to stay there. He'll just pick up a card, see what's happening. Picks up bounding move, not overly useful, so that's discarded.
And final move will be the pigs, who trundle on 4. End of turn. Not end of turn, because these chaps haven't moved. Now, what can I do with them? I think they can move up and join these, which I'll just do. I'll bother rolling for that. They're not a formation yet. That is the end of turn. First card up is the British missiles, the slingers. Well, again, they'll have a go at the bows. 4 dice, 3 hits, 5 shock, 6 kill. 1 kill. Gone, mate. Yacky Dar, again, he will stay where he is. Saxon leader 2, honour. Well, here he is. He's going to get his 2 groups to keep pushing through those woods and across the stream. -2 on each dice. So this group gets across the stream, and the group nearest him gets up to the stream. And those Saxons there are in danger of blocking off the escape route to the hills for the Welsh. Saxon Lord Selby. Well, this is a no-brainer. He's got to go across that stream and get into Yacky Dar and his elites. He'll outnumber him, but probably take some shock going across here. So first of all, -2 pip per dice. No problem, he's over. Now we're into the combat. Unfortunately for the Saxons, they haven't got any useful cards, but Yacky Dar will play Shield Wall Braced. So Saxons will be hitting on 5 and Welsh on 4s. Interestingly, everybody gets 4 hits. Well done, the Welsh. We'll do the hits on them first. 4, 5 shock, 6 kill. 1 shock, 2 kill. He goes. Has Yacky Dar caught it up? He has. Oh dear, he's wounded. I'll do the bad things happen now. 3. That's -1. Welsh are on 5. Now coming back on the Saxons. Left-hand group. 2 shock. Right-hand group. 4 shock. So that's a win by 1 for the Saxons. No excess shock. We go again. However, I've just looked at the pack and I am going to play Armour Bright. So Yacky Dar does not have a wound. Therefore, force morale remains at 6. Well done, the Welsh. Right, we go again. Advantage still with the Saxons, hitting on 4s. Stonking 8 hits by the Welsh there, but it is split between the 2 groups. Right, 5 on them. But they got away with that. That's just 2 shock. Selby's gang. 1 shock, 1 kill. Is that on Selby? No. And the other group of Hearthguard. 1 kill. So that is net 2 to the Welsh. Well done them. And it is a fallback 1 inch per shock on groups. Well, I tell you what, those Saxons are going to go scuttling back across that stream. This lot go 5. And the others can join them because they're within 2 inches after their withdrawal. So there they are, and that's not overly impressive by Selby and his Hearthguard. 1-0 to the Welsh. Saxon missiles. Well, I think they're going to pivot around there and have a go at the Welsh elites. 3 dice. 3 hits. 5 shock, 6 kill. So 1 kill. Now, who's that on? Not Yacky Dar. Saxon leader 1, offer. I think realistically he takes off a point of shock, can't do much else. Bryn. Well, I'm thinking that he's going to take advantage of the lack of numbers of the Saxons here and get across that river. He'll take a point of shock off first and go for it. Now he loses 2 pips per dice, so that's gone, and he's on 6. Loses 2 because of the shock, but he's got more than enough to get in. Desperate times for offer. He will play Shield Wall Braced. So Welsh hitting on 5s, Saxons on 4s. No hits by the Saxons, but check that out. Look at the damage on the Saxons. Here we go. A catastrophic 4 killed, wipes them out, and kills Offa. Can you believe it? Gone. So warrior group gone. 5 is -2. Saxons are on 4, and of course Offa getting the chop. 3. Another -1. Saxons are on 3. I guess these guys follow up. And final card is British Leader 2, which is Gwyn, and he needs to sort his levy out. So they are going to move around here and form up. I'm not going to bother rolling for that one. I think they've got to spend an initiative to get into Shield Wall next time. Now we need a bit of Porky Pig action. Oh, now double 6 means they're going to veer 1, 2, 3 to the left. Yes, away they go. Well, that's the good direction to go, I guess. Away they go. The levy chasing after them. And the Welsh slingers are up now. Well, I think they'll continue to harass the bowmen. 4 dice. 1 hit. No effect. Saxon Leader 2, Honour. So you've got to push across the river again. So you're going to put this lot here. Just across the river. -2 pip per dice. That's enough. So they go there. And the other group will swing to their left and join them. And that's more than enough. Can't join up just yet. However, I will play bounding move there, which means they can join up as a formation. British Leader 1, Bryn. So Bryn will activate, tell this group to go and attack the bows, and if they get enough, which I'm sure they will, yes, even with being in the river, charging up there, that is the bows dispersed. Gone. They're up there. And this lot will about turn and go back over the river. Which they do. A successful defence of the Welsh right flank. Yacky Dar. Well, at the moment he's more than happy, and he's just going to take off those 3 points of shock. And he'll move next time. Saxon Lord Selby, all he can do is take some shock off. Gwyn with the levy. He'll stay where he is, but just draw a card. And he's picked up a true aim, not ideally useful, but the slingers may be able to do something with that. And final card is the Saxon missiles, but they have gone. End of turn. Let's see what the pigs are up to. Back on track. Well, I'm afraid it's not going particularly well for Selby and the rest of his Saxons. The Hearthguard have been pushed back onto the high ground here, still struggling with a lot of shock, and old Selby's trying to desperately rally that off. Yacky Dar, laughing the other side of the stream. He's lost a couple of his elites, but he's still pushed them back, so he's okay. The levy there squaring off against old matey here, Honour, and that's really the only threat that the Saxons are giving the Welsh at the moment. Otherwise, it's a free run for Porky Pig. And the first card up is Yacky Dar. Well, I think he's going to be on the move now. Well, he might try something here. He's got a gang, obviously level 3, and his champion, and these are warriors. Hero of the age and strong arm. And he is in. So first of all, strong arm, 4 dice, 5, 6 shock. So that's 1 shock on each group. And now let's work out some dice. Everybody's hitting on 4s. Well, it's a fairly even hit, but of course these are warriors and the Welsh only have 1 group. So let's see what the damage is on the Saxon warriors. 2 kill, 1 shock. Two kill, 1 shock. Has Honour caught it up? No. So that's a total of 4. Right, what's coming back on the Welsh? A very poor 3 shock only. So that is a win by 4 for the Welsh. Yacky Dar's gamble paid off. So that is withdraw a minimum of 6 inches. So they go back here. They go back there. There's no excess shock, so we don't add anything else, but those Welsh will advance too. Crikey, what a great decision by Yacky Dar, who will immediately play Rally. and take off 2 points of shock. And that is Honour up straight away. I think the best thing he can do is take off 2 points of shock. Welsh Slingers, well, there they are. They are going to play a true aim, so they can move and shoot with a +1 hit. And they're going to come over here and fire at the Hearthguard. More than enough. They'll fire at Selby's group here. Hitting on 4s, that's 2 hits. 5 shock, 6 kill. 1 kill. Now, is that on Selby? No. There's another Hearthguard gone. Bryn. Well, he's going to tell this lot to move over here. They only go 4, but they're out the stream now. And the other group will move, and they'll go 14. Selby, I think realistically, he's taken off shock. Those Hearthguard will be good to go shortly. And it is now Gwyn with the levy. So they're still in mass formation, so they will sidle to their left. So I'm thinking they go the full of 17. And finally the pigs trot along at 4. Bryn's up again. He'll tell that lot to move up there, which they do easily. And I think once they're up there, he can take a point of shock off. Honour, take off 2 points of shock. And that's all the shock gone from the warriors. Welsh Slingers, well, they'll continue to pepper the Hearthguard. 2 hits. 5 shock, 6 kill. Oh, another kill. Is that on Selby? No, but it's another Hearthguard gone. Well, Selby's up now. He is not happy. He'll take a point of shock off here, and he'll get his formation to move forward. He wants to try and catch Yacky in the flank. Well, he's going into the river, so he loses. Oh, well, that's hopeless. And he's got 1 point of shock as well, so I think they literally just go up to the river. Not overly impressive by the Hearthguard there. They are not up for it today. It's the levy with Gwyn. Well, I think they will just pivot here and provide that flank protection for the livestock. And Yacky, who will take off that point of shock, and they'll aim to move over to the levy. -1 pit per die because of the rough ground. They go 8. That's perfect. Pig time. 8. And this is all a little bit too easy for Yacky and his gang. Saxon Lord, Selby, what's he going to do? Well, he'll pick up a card, which is aggressive charge, and he is going to go for it for those warriors. He's got to do something. He might clear those slingers out of the way as well. He'll take 1 point of shock off. -2 pit per dice. So that's gone, and he goes 6. And I've got to say, he is going to play Carpe Diem and aggressive charge. Away they go. So they're dispersed, and that formation is broken. Game on. So it's not going to be a flank attack per se, I don't think, so that's just broken. 3s to hit for the Saxons, 4s for the Welsh. And of course it's on one group for the Welsh. Right, let's do that one first. And also I didn't add another 2 dice because these are superior quality. Another 2 dice, another 2 hits. Oh my lordy. 3-4 shock, 5-6 kill. And that is the Welsh wiped out. Bang. What did they do before they died? 1 shock. And nothing. Saxons advanced 2. Bad things happened for the warriors being destroyed. 5. Which is -2. The Welsh are on 4. Welsh leader 1. That is Bryn. Well, here he is. He's just seen his mates get hammered. I guess he's got to turn and face. Can't do a lot else. He'll pick a card up. He's picked up Carpe Diem, but that's not going to do him any good at the moment. Now it's Gwyn. Well, here he is with the levy. Can't really do too much at the moment, so he'll just pick a card. Picks up Audacia. Saxon leader 2, Honour. Clearly needs to move out of the river, so we'll pivot. Does so nicely. And the final card is Yacky. He's going to play Fear. 1 dice 3 shock against these chaps. Well, that's 3. And I think he's going to go for it. Loses a bit for the rough ground, but that's enough to get in. So it's 9 dice each, but the Welsh get hits on 3s. Cracking hit there, 4 on Honour's group. Now they are warriors, so that should be another hit by the Welsh. Ooh, there we go. That's because they're 1 class higher. Right, Honour's group, damage. Oh my lordy, look at that. 3 kills, 1 shock. Get the shock on first. 1, 2. Is the hit on Honour. Yes, he's wounded. They're going to break. Bad things happen for Honour. 3. Oh, no reduction actually. Right, let's do the hits on these. 1 kill, 1 shock. And the hit's coming back on the Welsh. 4, 5 shock, 6 kill. 3 shock. So they're going to break. First of all, they will withdraw 4 because of excess shock. 3 dice 6 away. Run through the trees. Not bother rolling for that. Bad things happen. 5. -2. And the Saxons are on 1. Does old matey pursue? No, he doesn't. He's quite happy there. However, the pigs will keep trotting along. And they go another 8. So this is an absolute catastrophe for the Saxons. The Welsh are running amok here, and in particular Yacky and his group of elite there is smashing everybody in his sight. Old Selby over here, he's messing around with the warriors of the Welsh in the rear guard, but to be honest, not doing too much. Meanwhile, look out, piggies are nearly away. And can you believe it, next turn, Yacky is up. Well, he hasn't got any useful cards, but he's just going to smash into them. This might be the final fight for the Saxons. Hitting on 4s. No hits by the Saxons, but 6 hits on them. And being warriors, it's 3, 4 shock, 5, 6 kill. 2 shock, 1 kill. Excess shock go back 2, but they will advance 2. We go again, hitting on 4s. Well, at least they got a hit back this time. But they're killed. Just the 1 point of shock. Bad things happen for a Saxon warrior group getting destroyed. 6, well, that's not going to go well, is it? -3, well, they're on 1, so they are -2, and that is it. Well, there we have it. One-way traffic for the Welsh there against the Saxons, who didn't really put up much of a fight at all. Yacky has done the business. The levy didn't really get involved apart from shepherding some of those sheep, or rather, should I say, pigs. So I'm sorry, Selby. Back to the drawing board, because the Welsh are going to be coming over the border again. And they're more than happy with making a few bacon sandwiches. Game over.
So the casualties for that, the Mercians lost the noble Offa, 4 Hearthguard, 10 warriors and 1 bowman, whereas Yacky lost his with just 2 Hearthguard and 6 warriors. Which, along with cards left at the end of the game, means it's a +5 raid result. Yacky immediately gains sufficient followers to replace the lost men and gains 2 more warriors. He also secures a Thief's Hoard and gains the sobriquet, the Battler. Meanwhile, Selby goes without bacon and replaces his losses in 2 months' time.